So data visualization. So for data visualization, there are again like few packages like which one popular one is like Matplotlib. So Matplotlib. So this one I want to see like if I have it in my uh, environment. So let me check. Conda list. So you can directly, in case if you don't have, you can still try this import and you'll be getting an error. So even that way you can check like if it is there or not. So but let me check it here. So it should come inside M. So I have Matplotlib here. So Matplotlib 3.0.3 version available. So let me use that as well. So just a moment. Okay. So for this Matplotlib, let me open its website. So there's a website called like matplotlib.org, which contains kind of examples and also documentation of what kind of plots and things available here. So let me touch upon like few things. Let's go to one of the example and see. So there are like so many things. Okay. Let me go to one simple one first. When So if you can see here, so there are like so many different kinds of plots which can be drawn. So let's go for a simple plot to begin with. Okay, so let me take the code. So so for importing, like here we are doing like two imports. Okay, so matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and all he's also importing like NumPy just for data purpose, like to generate data and like handle it. So this is the way, like okay. So mostly even this is not required. We will be using this column and then use PLT just like NumPy used NP and like pandas as like PD, right? Similarly, for matplotlib.pyplot, you'll be using only this functionality of pyplot for most of the cases. So in that, you use this matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. This is one common way to do it. So let me take some data from here as well. So, sorry. So you can see here what they are trying to do. Let me jump to that. So they are trying to generate some data for plotting. Let me see what this line is doing. So if you see dot np dot range 0 to 2 and at 1.01. So which means it is similar to using range, like we used to use range, right? So range of like 0 to 10 would have given, let me do dot list of, okay, list of. So if you see, it will be like 0 to 10, okay? So in case you can also specify how much difference should it make, like to it. Let me see this. So if you do this way, it will be skipping two at a time, like 0, 2, 4, 6. And what is the difference, like step you want to make, that you can specify here. It will be like that way. So this is similarly here, what they are trying is from 0 to 2 in like step size is like 0.01. So which is similar to this 0 to 2 step size is 0.01. If you make like this, so float, let me just So for we have to specify it as float, then it will occur. So such I think functionality is not available in this range, so they use this but like what you say np dot range. So but it will be similar like whatever I showed earlier, right? 0, 10, and 2, which means like at a step size of 2 at a time, starting from 0 till 10 with a subsize of 2. So similarly, it is similar to that, where from 0 till 2 with a subsize of 0.01. So that is what is happening, where it is increasing by 0.01 every time till here. So this is like T. Similarly, let me use this. So let's see what this is giving. So these are like so many values you can see. So what is happening here is it is np dot something is kind of, let me show only this part first. This is nothing but data generation, like nothing. Let me do this first. So this is np dot sign, which is like sin x, where internally it is taking 2 into this is pi np dot pi is like pi 3.1428, so that value will be taken here. So and then like t is whatever we gave here. Okay, this 0 to this one is there, right? Like so it is trying to do like that sin 2 pi t. Okay, and for each value of t is over there, so it will calculate what is the corresponding sign value here, and it is storing in an array here. Okay, so for this, like just like that, he added, let me open here. So for this part, you can do this minimize, so that output, if you feel it like bigger one, you can do double click on it, it will get minimized. So for that sign, what he's trying adding is adding +1, and he is storing it in s here. Okay, a variable s. So these two here, it is clear. Let's proceed further. So and do this. So this is a syntax which is like common across. Okay, let me skip that as well. Let me try this and show you like what this will do. And what we are trying to do is like, let me do plt dot plot. Okay, so plt, this is usual scenario where plt dot plot and then x-axis and then y-axis. If we give like this, then it will come. Let me do this. So see here, it has generated sine wave here. Okay, so if you can see, like instead of +1, let me not do that +1 here. So let me run it. If you see, you can identify this is a sine wave, right? So it starts from when sine 0 is 0, and it will start from here, where you have at some 0.25 you have the peak, and then because at that time 2 pi into pi by 4, which is like pi by 2, which is 90 degree, so that will be here. So this is the sine wave, right? So you can use plt dot plot and x-axis here and y-axis here, and which are array. Okay, so this is an array, this is an array, so you can plot it. So this is one way to do it. Okay, so this actually, like you can set like what is a x label and y label by doing like this. Let me see there. Set. So this is one different way to do it. So let me try this as well. And you can save that plot in your local as well. So let me do it. So this is one way where you are defining a kind of subplot. So and then like in ax plot, like you are plotting with cs and s, t and s, which are similar to what we did here, like plt dot plot. It is same, like ax will also represent something what is like matplotlib object as well. So ax dot plot, you do it, and set x label times and y label as voltage. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and the title he has written as like the about as simple as a test flow. Okay, something like this. And he also did this grid. So and is trying to save somewhere. So let me not save it here. Let me comment out these two. So run it. So did you observe any difference between previous plot and this plot? You can see like set x-axis time and voltage has come, and the title of the plot is also here. So along with that, there is one more thing, like you got the grids, this right, this line. So that you get it when you use this ax dot grid. So if you remove this and then see, try. So let me do that. So you got it, but not those grids. Okay. So if you want those grids, you can put that ax dot grid, then you will be getting this. Okay. So and in case you want to save that figure, so how you can do is figure dot save fig, and then what path like you want to give, like you can give, and even you can give what type png or jpg, and whatever you give, it will be saved in that format. So let me do that here. So for this, initially I want to define a directory. So where you want to save, let me do that. So main output folder path. So let me do that and give a folder name here. So which was in this outputs. So let me use the same folder name. Server one. Okay. So and for this particular image, right? So what we should do is image name, image file path. Let me do that. os.path.join, os.path.join, and then do like this. So where I do simple plot dot jpg. Let us say like there is an example here with png, right? So let me do jpg. Okay, so this one. So okay, we have to import OS. So let me do it here as well. So okay, now in case we want to save, what is it like dot save fig, and in bracket if you give this image file path, which is a full path. So if you run it, so it ran now. So let's see what it has. It has saved it here. Simple plot is, you can open it. So you can see it here, right? So whatever plot you have generated, it is saved in JPG at this level. Similarly, you can do .png as well by changing it to PNG. So that one, so previously JPG is there, and now it is PNG. Okay, so this is one more thing. Line plot. Let me do a simple line plot. Okay, so let me give A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B equal to something like, okay, something else, anything, it can be anything. And I have run it. Let me run it from beginning. Okay, let it run. Now I just want to plot between B and A. Okay, B in x-axis, so A in x-axis, and B in like y-axis. So we can do it by doing this way. See, it's just like quite simple, just two values here. So for like 5 values here and 5 values here. So for A corresponding to A0, which is like 1, B is like 2. It is here. So similarly for 2, it is 5. It is 5. Let me also do grid. Will this PLT dot grid work? Let me see. Yes, it works. So for 2, it is 5. Similarly for 3, it is 8, which will be somewhere here. Similarly, like you get. So plotting is quite simple in this way. So just like PLT dot plot and x-axis and y-axis you have to do, then it will work. Okay. So let me. I'm not saving it. Like let me do one more plot. Sorry, something. Scatter plot. Okay. So this scatter plot. Let us also do it for the same. Let me copy A and B as well here. Okay. So for scatter plot, like what scatter plot actually means, instead of having a joining line here, you only have those points. So something like this. Let me show it an example here. Okay, it is not entirely this, like, but you will have these dots, whatever you saw here, right, instead of these lines. So those are scatter plots. Or don't we have? Okay, it's there here. Okay, something like dots, 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 like where only wherever that particular values are there, those things. So which you can do it by this way as well. Like I'll also show you directly. So let me not run it initially. Let's do direct way of doing this. So how to do this? PLT dot scatter. Let's see it will work or not. A comma B. Okay. See if you see, it's the same kind of graph without this line joining each and every point. Earlier, this has like complete lines, right? So here in this case, like you have only those points here. Okay, this is dot called like the dot scatter. This is a difference between these two. Like rest plots are like just improvising these plots. Like let me try like some more better way, like kind of using color and things. Like those things are here. So let's try this example as well. Okay, I'm just copying the entire thing. So these looks too many. Let me instead of this, let's give whatever we have this A and B. What did you get? X and Y. Okay, and also S and C. What are these X and C? Let me not give those. We will be getting. Okay, understanding all this, like it's not so useful. Like just that, let me tell you like what they are trying to do. So Rx and Ry, they gave some values here, 3 and 1, and they are computing 2 pi into AB, okay, Rx into Ry, and then they are also calculating theta, which is 2, and then for till 2 pi with the point 1 as a difference. Okay, and next part is that are they trying to do circle, something like circle? They're not very clear over there with that picture. So what are this color? Let me talk about this color. So color is what, like you can give like what kind of let me do that as well here. if you can give like in case you want to plot three different plots in a single one, you can give using color. Okay, let me do that in the next example. Let me skip this. I'm deleting this part. Okay, multi-line plot. Let's go there, and then we'll be discussing about color. Okay, so let me go back. Multicolored line. Let's do it this way. So in the same graph, in case you want multiple graphs, so we can do it like this. Here there is no example of color. Here is line one is just where try to plot and dashes you can ignore. Okay, in case if you plot in the same thing, like will it come twice? Let us do that first. Okay, similarly, C equal to something like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so let's plot both in the same product. So what will it make? Initially, I'll try to do like this. See, like automatically, in case you plot in the same line, you will be getting different colors allocated. Okay, but in case you want to know which is what, like you got two graphs, but you don't know which one is what, right? So you can give a label to it. So let me give line one label equal to line two. So let me run it again. So you got this. Okay. So along with this, one more thing what we can do is dot. You can if here you saw line one, line two, right? But you did not get it here. So you want to identify. You want some kind of color identifier that this orange line is line one, this blue line is line two, something like that. So for that, what you can do is legend, I guess. Let's put all in same thing. So you can see now while plotting, what happened like earlier is like in case once it has shown the plot, it will remove that from memory until unless you use this like AX and something, right? Here, how the example is with using subplots and fig and all, or else like in case once it is shown, then it will delete that from memory. So you got like only in case you do pt.listen, you will be getting an empty plot. If you see this, nothing is there. It is that is why it is giving an empty plot. Usually, in case we want to show the plot, you do pt.show. But as there is nothing over there, so it has not shown anything. Okay. So let me do this. So this is the legend where you got like a line. First line one is like blue line and orange line is line two. So whatever name you give here, that will be shown through legend. And the location of legend you can vary to right, left based on by giving the arguments here. Okay. So by giving location equal to right. Okay. Let me. Okay, it's not right. Location, it's something else. Let me also see that. Let me do this quick search. What arguments does it take? So go down. Yeah, LOC. See, right in the sense you got it at right. Similarly, left, you'll get it on left side. What kind of error does it do? So, okay, not just right, left is there. It has like these are the available options that you can choose whatever you want. Center, upper right, upper left, something like this. So usually in case you put best, okay, then automatically it will choose the best location and it will help. Because like one thing we should take into consideration is it should not be on top of the graph, right? So then it will like hide few of the values because of this. It will abstract those values from us viewing it. Okay. So if you do best automatically, it will set in a position where there is no graph. So I do this usually. I'll put this like location as best. So there are few other parameters as well. Box to anchor and font size you can change, and similarly number of scatter points, something like this. Okay, like you can experiment on this, like, but as of now, uh, like just like whenever you need, I can see this documentation, see one example, and then you can experiment on top of it. But as of now, it's not like that. Okay, but okay, let's move on to somewhere else, like where we can do two a kind of multiple plots. Let me show that what we are trying to do. Something like this, like you have multiple plots in the same file, right? Let me this way. Okay, let's try this one. Not the complete sense, just that in a single plot you have multiple plots, something like that. Okay, for that what we should do is let me pick only required thing. Okay, subplot. Let me- Okay, so for this subplot, what difference does it make? Like earlier, this is useful, like whatever this plt dot subplot, right? These will be useful mainly when you want to do like multiple graphs at a time, not like in the same graph. Just that kind of example what I showed here, something like this. If this complete thing is the same graph, both are sharing x-axis here. So something like that in case we want to draw, or like you can also share y-axis. That is one more example. So for those things, like you have to do this subplots. Let me put that. So for the same thing, I'll be using the same examples here. Let's see. Okay. So okay. If you see here, we have created two rows, like subplots 2 comma 1, which means like two rows and one column. So which are like first two rows, one row, I mean first graph, second graph in second row, and only one column in total, right? So this is what this is. Let me do two, which will give you like this, which is like two rows and two columns. Okay, so this is the thing. So in case if you want to access those, let me see what's there in AXS. So if you see here, if you see AXS, there are like four graphs, okay, which is this matrix, whatever we're trying to do in the array. So it's same thing. So where you can access each of them by doing like 0, 0, which will be like first one, right? Similarly, 0, 1. Let me do dot shape, then you'll be see 2 comma 2. Whatever you try to do here, that has come here. Okay, so let's do an example of one first, like then we can go for a multiple one. Okay, so in case now I want to access dot shape, which is like two, just two, means like two rows. So in case we want to access each, we have to do like this one for first graph and AX1 for second graph. Okay, so let me do dot plot A comma B comma label also. Let's put label as well. Line one. Okay, similarly Just that there is no much difference. Only thing is, earlier we directly did plot dot plt dot plot and then gave it. Now we are doing like we have defined dot subplots and then on top of it we are doing it. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, we got like two here. So let's see what we can do. Just like plt dot show. So whatever is there till that time, like it will show. So one more thing, plt dot legend. So we did not get anything. So just a moment. We have to add a collection. Where is it? Okay, filled. And here, if you see, access dot add collection. Huh? It should be showing it. Right? Let me. What about fig dot show? Also did not give anything. So there is slightly a different syntax here. So where it is adding to the collection, if you can see here, line set array, and then it is adding to the collection. Fig dot color bar. Okay, so this is a difference. Fig dot plot instead of ax dot this one. So just a moment, let me do this. So this is quite complex example. Let me take one simple one and then do it. So for initial case, if you are directly going to this complex one, let me try to do simple one. So subplots, math, plot, lib, Python. Okay. So let me go to Stack Overflow. So actually here they are also trying to do. Sorry, let me. So they are also trying to do this like different kinds of color at each level, right? So this becomes slightly complex. So I'm just going to a smaller one. Okay, so here, so access. Okay, so access dot plot and okay. So this is one small thing what we have missed. After you do this access, you add that to fig. Okay, this we haven't done this part. So that is the reason we got this error. So let me do that as well. Okay, so is this the correct way? Okay, let me see. I'm not sure if it works. Okay, it did not work. Access is correct. Okay. Uh, this looks very simple example. Yeah, we have done same thing, right? Like this is very good example to see, very simple one. So if you see 0 0 dot he has plotted here, and similarly 1 1 he has plotted here. So and then plot type layout. Let me do this only as well. Then in that case, let's see if it will work. So instead it will be A B A C. Okay, so this has worked. Let's give this 2 comma 1 like whatever we tried to thought of doing earlier. So and sig size won't this so then it will be just like 0. So that error is because of this A0, A1. So see, like this is what we try to do here, right? So I am not sure why it has not worked. We did the same thing. See, a dot plot and dot plot. Okay, we did not try access. So directly, I think maybe this is the one thing like which will add to those. Let me comment this and then see will it work. Still it works, right? It's crazy. Like we tried the same thing. Okay, so let's go with this example then. So this figure size is nothing but like it will give you a larger size in case if you increase this. So let me do this 10 comma then it will increase in row wise. Okay. See like in case you modify it to something else, let me do 10 by 10 so it will be square. So larger graph if you want to get like you'll be getting by modifying this figure size. So where you do this like dot plot and a and like set title is optional anyway. You can give like set title if you want, and similarly like this, and then just dot plot. And in case you want to save this, you have to do it before doing that dot show. Similar plot dot save fill, and then like whatever path you want to give, like you can give, and then it will get saved. Okay. So I'm not doing that right now. I'm leaving it as. So this is the thing. So in case you want multiple graphs here, you can get it by changing number of rows here, put 2 columns and then plot. Okay, so it should be now this, right? Because we are giving 2 by 2. The indicator should be like this. See, so here we only added it in like row 0, column 0 and row 1, column 0, which were these two. So only here we have plotted. So these two are empty. So in case you want to plot something else, like means like here as well, if you want to plot, you have to plot in AX1. Let me do same plot again here by keeping first call. Okay, so this is what here you can even do a scatter plot. Let me do scatter plot here. Okay, I'm doing like two this way, and if you see like these two we plotted in line plot and these two in a scatter plot. Okay, so we can do something like this. Okay, yeah, let's go forward. Like in case if you want to get these colors right, so there are few options like CMap. In case if you give this CMap option here, you can get like various colors. Okay, for that again there is package and like few other things. I'm skipping it as of now. So let's see it when we are using it. Okay, so this is one thing. Yeah, cool. So this is more about graphs like plots. Like let's go to pandas and do yeah, one more thing kind of graph. Let me talk about histogram plot and bar plot. We mostly use these two plots like for and histograms for our analysis. And there are like few other plots which were related to statistics. Uh, I'll be teaching when I was like explaining statistics. Then I'll be teaching those. So okay, so in case let's say let me generate some random. Let me generate some random sample. Okay, let me do choice. I'll show like whatever. Let me first generate a equal to np dot range 0 to 100 at 1 at a time. Okay, so choice and need 100 values, let us see. So what is this b dot shape? So let me take 200. 1000 values. So b dot shape is 1000. Like from those 100, I'm picking up like 1000 values from there. Okay, means like again the values repetition will happen. Let me run it fast. This b is like randomly taken like few values from those 0 to 100, where it will take multiple values. Okay, so now you want to know how this b has been, like how it has taken. So you can do this histogram plot. So let me do this b plot plt.hist.b. Let me run it. So if you see here, it will this is a histogram plot where like your values are in range 0 to 100, and where your values from 0 to 10 has come, like there are 90 values from 0 to 100. Okay, sorry, 0 to 10, and there are like your from 10 to 20 you have 100 values, and similarly 20 to 30 you have like 120 values. So this graph denotes like that. Okay, so let me give like bin number of bins equal to 20. So this it has given like much like smaller thing, like where it has divided from 100 to 0 to 100 into 20 equal parts. So it will be 5 each. Okay, so 0 to 5 there are 40, 5 to 10 there are 50, similarly like this. Okay, so this what it identifies is like this is the distribution what you received. Okay, how your b values are distributed among this range. So that is what you are going to get using this histogram plot. Okay, this will be very useful to know like how your data is distributed, how is your data distribution on that. So I talk to you about like various kinds of distributions later. So as of now, you can see. So what is the count here? Okay, is this is one plot. Okay, so this is kind of important plot. You can vary number of bins here, and you can get like whatever. In case you don't want to specify number, but you want to specify the range as well, like 10, let me do 10, 20, but not 30. Let me do 50 and 70, 100. You want to group it like this. So let me group it. Okay. So this time you have given only 5 here, right? So it has grouped accordingly. So 0 to 10, like 0 to 10 in one group, and 10 to 20 in one more group, and 20 to 50 in one more group, 50 to 70 in one more group, and 70 to 100 in one more group. Something like that. You can customly give like what kind of bins you need. So it will automatically group accordingly, and you'll be getting whatever you want. Okay, let me also put both examples here. So this is what you got, and it has listed down. If you see here, it has listed down these rates. So this is giving you like what are the values for those bins. Like there are 99 values in 10, and then 10 to 20 there are 305, and like till 50 there are like this one. So something like this. Okay, so first one is 0. Actually, like you have 4 values. So this is about histograms. So let's join with the second meeting. We'll talk about how we do the visualization in pandas. There are instead of using matplotlib. So let me also do quick introduction. We have 4 more minutes in this meeting. So let's along with matplotlib, there is one more package called like Seaborn. Let me do this Seaborn, which also has so kind of plots what we are trying to do. There are many other kinds of plots, like you see here, it's a kind of pie chart. You have a kind of let me also this there are like few very nice plots what you use it along with pandas as well. So those will be very useful. So such kind of things will be what one. Let me show few plots here. So these are more related to statistics. So and this is like heat map, like where you have the values, the same thing. Let me do this fast. Like this will be a simple example. So let me cover it in next few minutes. So heat map. So this heat map, like you need this package cburn, like which is an external package which you have to install using pip install. So once you have done that, so let me run it here. Do I have a cburn? I don't know. Oh, it's again loading database. Okay, so let it run. It will take quite time because it is downloading some data set here. So I'll show you what it is from this side. So this is about plot between two things which were it is not shown here, month and year and number of passengers. These were the three things like which it is trying to show, where it has plotted year and month here and number of passengers like taking flights each month, each year here. Okay. So this is like 1949 Jan. This is a thing, and similarly Feb is this like this. Similarly 1950 you have these values. Similarly 51 these values like this. So from this, from seeing the numbers, you can see like where it is like more and less, right? So those are if it is represented through a color, right? So it will be much clearer. Okay. So that will be done using this color code where it is like higher value is represented brighter and where it is lower value is represented darker. So all these like which were dark, so those are quite low values, and where it is going bright is like high value. So from this you can interpret something like this, that slowly you have an increase, like if you go year wise, right? So you have increasing in number of passengers, right? So similarly, if you see, you have very good values in August. So July, August, like during this season, you have like high number of passengers. So such kind of interpretation you can do. So this is about heat map. Okay. So how you can do it is, so just that SNS dot heat map, and then you give one array here and one more array on the other side, and it will plot you whatever you want. So let's see like if you are able to plot it. So yeah, it has downloaded and plotted the same here. Okay, yeah, this is about it. So